Coach, go ahead and give us your initial thoughts on tonight's game.
Yeah, it was really probably our most complete game of the year, I thought, from start to finish. I will say I thought early on they had some really good chances. They carried the play the first 10 minutes of the game, and Logan Stein really made some real quality saves in the first to give us a chance to get our feet underneath us, get a goal, and then from there, I thought our team, got better and better. And again, Logan though made timely saves. I mean, they still had some pretty darn good chances. But all in all, it was. I don't think it was a 5-2 game. I thought it was a closer game than that. But it was our most complete game. It was good to see Emerson Good score again. Obviously the usual suspects with Venuto getting one, and Caleb Ergang, good to see him on the score sheet. But really happy. I thought, and we did a really good job back checking tonight. We did a good job blocking shots. So, the only thing that I was disappointed, not in the 5-minute major, because he was taking that puck to the net. It's his responsibility to avoid contact with the goalie, but, sometimes when you take it to the net and you got two defensemen bearing down, there's really nowhere for him to go. But, it is his responsibility. But I didn't like the 10-minute misconduct that Branchow took after that. It's not a team game, and he is a team player. He's a captain. He's got the ability to question the official, but in the correct manner. And so, it's something we'll work on tomorrow.
And this was your guys' first win in regulation of the season. Kind of talk about that and how you're going to carry that momentum into tomorrow's game.
Sure. Well, it's interesting in that it's our 5th win of the year. It's our first one in regulation, and it's about time not to downplay those other wins. Those were great. It's just that they don't count. You get 2 points, the other team gets 1. You lose the next night, the other team goes. The weekend they get 4, you get 2, and yet you both come out 1-1. So we need to get some regulation wins in order to climb up the standings. But as I look back. We laid a couple eggs early in the season. Maybe just one I really remember where we didn't come out ready to play. But we've stacked some pretty good games now against Tech, and now against St. Thomas, where we've played some pretty good hockey. So I like where we're at, and especially with McLaren on the lineup sick, I thought we were down to 6 defensemen, and we decided to go 13-6. But I thought the defensemen did a really good job as they saw quite a bit of ice time.
Past couple games, the line headlined by Fairmouth and Benacasa, both of those lines have performed really well, and they performed really well here tonight. What makes those two lines so good?
Well, they're different kind of lines. The line with, Fairmouth and Good and Dirks, they're all good size. I mean, they're big guys, and they're all strong, but they also are fast. And so that's a handful. They're not, maybe necessarily pure goal scorer kind of guys, but they're going to get their volume of chances just based on their strength, and they compete really hard. So that's a good line. That line's been really solid for a while now. And then the line, obviously, with Benacasa, you've got, a senior on your left side in Venuto. You got a 5th-year senior right with Branchow, and that's pretty formidable. Both Branch and Venuto can score, and I think Benacasa's got some pretty good vision on the ice. He sees the ice and he can help set them up. And then we've got another line centered by Picorni, who's arguably our best defensive forward, plays both ends of the rink really well. Yet he can be an offensive player too. He's just a little bit snake bit. I got him out. We wanted him on the power play late in the game to try to get him one. He needs one right now. And then when the goalie was pulled, I tried to get him out as much as I could, too, in case he could get the empty netter. Plus, like I said, he's great defensively. But, it's only a matter of time, I think, before he starts to show up on the score sheet. Nardecki on his left side is really good, and then on the right with, tonight it was Tyler Schleppe, and we're still waiting for Schleppe to find his game completely. He's showing flashes, but he's not quite there yet.
How do you translate that same energy from tonight going into tomorrow?
That's a good question. It's going to be, that's the question. I'm not, it's not something I would do. It's got to come from within that locker room and the leadership of the team. They're aware that we need points right now. So we'll enjoy tonight, and then I guess tomorrow morning we'll worry about that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Coach.
Great, guys. Thanks.